Have you ever wondered why some people absolutely love staying at home, while others feel trapped the moment the door closes? Today, we're going beyond labels like lazy or introvert. We're exploring the real psychology behind why certain minds feel safe at home and others feel safe outside. By the end of this video, you'll understand it not just with your mind, but with your nervous system. Let's begin. Imagine two people. Person A thrives in social spaces. They feel energized by crowds, stimulus, interaction. Person B, they feel their best in quiet rooms, in routine, in stillness. Neither is wrong, but their brains are wired differently. This wiring reveals something deeper, something most people never talk about. First, we need to understand a key concept: safety versus reward. Our brains constantly ask two questions. Is this safe? Is this rewarding? For some people, safety equals outward exploration. For others, safety equals internal stability. People who love staying home have their nervous system calibrated so that familiar places equals safety, predictable routines equals comfort, quiet environments equals emotional restoration. Going out often feels not energizing, but draining. Let's break this down neurologically. In psychology, we talk about nervous system regulation. Some people have high baseline arousal. They need external stimulation to feel alive. But many home-oriented individuals have a baseline that is naturally calm, or even slightly sensitive. This means their nervous system can get overloaded faster and recovers slower when surrounded by crowds, loud environments, or unpredictability. For them, silence is not emptiness, it is energy. And energy is not the same for everyone. Now, here's an important question. Have you ever noticed how some people hate noise but love meaningful conversation? Some hate parties but adore quiet walks? Some want company but only on their own terms? That's not social confusion. That's emotional wiring. It's not about being antisocial. It's about where you get your emotional fuel. Extroverts get fuel from others. Home-oriented people get fuel from themselves. Now let's talk about a common misconception. People who enjoy staying at home are often labeled as antisocial, boring, unambitious, shy. But psychology disagrees. Research shows that home preference is often linked to higher internal processing tendency, deep reflective thinking, intrinsic motivation, and in some cases, high sensory sensitivity. Some of the greatest thinkers, writers, and creators in history identified first as home lovers. Why? Because their best thinking didn't happen in noise, it happened in quiet, uninterrupted space. Let's pause here and be clear. Loving home doesn't mean fear of people. It doesn't mean avoidance. It means you find peace in solitude. You recharge away from chaos. You think best when uninterrupted. You recover energy internally. This is not lack, it is a different kind of strength. If you are watching this, and you are someone who loves staying at home, let me say this clearly. Your preference is not a flaw. It is a strategy your nervous system developed to protect your peace and optimize your energy. You are not escaping the world. You are balancing your world. Now, here's something many people misunderstand. Just because someone loves staying home doesn't mean they never go out. They go out when it feels necessary, it feels safe, it feels meaningful. They don't go because it's expected, they go because it is intentional. This is the difference between living by external stimulation and living by inner choice. So if you've ever felt, I don't fit the outgoing mold, I prefer quiet, I feel alive at home, now you know. It isn't a quirk. It's psychology. It's your nervous system. It's how you recharge. It's where your peace resides. Thank you for watching Mind_Actually. If this resonated with you, share it with someone who might feel the same. And remember, your mind is not meant to be loud. It's meant to be understood.